Hello everyone, welcome to PyQuizBytes. In this video, we are going to see what is slicing in Python. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand how to access multiple characters or elements from a collection. So let's get started. Before moving into the concept of slicing, let us know what is length function in Python. Here, len stands for length. It gives the length, that is number of items of an object. So what length function will do? It will give the number of items or elements present inside an object. Remember, object should be always non-primitive data type, that is multi-value data type. Length function will not work on single value data types, that is on primitive data types. So in a simple words, here we can see length tell us how many items are inside something, that is inside an object. Let us look at some examples. Here you can see string as an example, name equals to Python. So when we perform len function on this name, it will give the output as 6. Why? It has 6 letters. So by this we understood that, remember, indexing always starts from 0, whereas length function will always start from 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So totally Python has 6 letters. That is the reason here we are getting output as 6. Okay, and the example list. Here there are 4 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is the reason it will give you the output as 4 when we perform len on this collection. That is it, because it has 4 items. Remember, it always starts from 1. In case of string, space is also considered as an element. So including space, it will give you output as 9. So the major point that you should remember about length function is it always starts from 1, whereas index starts from 0. So coming to the syntax of length, that is length of object, len of object. Whatever the object you are taking, directly you should take len of that respective object. Now let us enter into the concept of slicing. Slicing in Python is used to extract parts of the sequences like list, tuple or strings, meaning it is used to extract subparts of a sequence, meaning sublist, subtuple, substring. Indirectly, in a simple words, meaning extracting multiple characters or elements from a sequential data type. Remember, as same as indexing, slicing is also only done on the ordered, that is only done on sequential data types, that is list, tuple, string. Coming to the syntax, sequence of start, stop, step. It consists of 3 parameters: start, stop, step. Each one is separated by the colon, and 3 of them should be enclosed in the square brackets. Start. It will indicate starting index, that is included, meaning it will specify where the slicing has to start. And default value of the start is 0. Like if you don't specify the start, it by default it will take as 0. Coming to the next parameter, stop, it is ending index, that is excluded, meaning it will specify where the slicing has to end. And by default, if you don't specify the stop, it will take length of the collection. And remember, stop is always excluded, meaning if you specify 5 as a stop index, it will go up to 4. The last 5 will get ignored. Coming to the last parameter, step. Gap between the elements is optional, meaning whenever you want to skip some values in between, then move with the step. Coming to the classification of the slicing, positive slicing, negative slicing. Positive slicing meaning uses positive indexes starting from 0, meaning it starts from 0 as same as positive indexing. Indexing begins from the left side, meaning it will start at left and ends at right. Coming to the example, here you can see my list is equals to A, B, C, D, E. The start is 1 and stop is 4. Meaning 1 in the sense it will start from 0 and from right side. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 in the sense from B it will start and it will end at D, because 4 will get excluded, meaning E will get excluded. Till before that it will consider. So B, C, D will be the final output of this collection. Coming to the negative slicing, it uses negative indexes starting from -1, meaning it follows negative indexing. It starts from -1. Negative indexing begins from the right side. So as it follows negative indexing, it starts from right side and ends at left side. Coming to the example, my list is equals to A, B, C, D. Start is -3 and stop is -1. So negative slicing, so starts at right side. So -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So it will start at -3. That meaning it will start at C and it will end at D, as -1 will get excluded. Stop will get excluded. So it will print only C and D. So as a final output, C and D will be the final output. Remember, for positive slicing, take step value as positive, and for negative slicing, take step value as negative. Key point. The start index is included, but the stop index is always excluded, meaning ignored, in both the positive and negative slicing. Now let's look at some examples. Let's take string equals to hello Python. Now I want to access this hello word from this collection. So how to access? Print of s square brackets. What will be the start index? 0. By default start will point to 0, so no need to mention, leave it as empty. And what will be the end? End will come as 5. Now you can see hello from this collection got accessed. Now let us access Python from this collection. So how to access? Print of s of, what will be the start index? 6 will be the start index, colon, what will be the end? So I want to stop at end, so no need to mention stop value. By default it will go till the end. Now you can see Python from this collection got accessed. Now let us access this Python word in a reverse way. How to access? Print of s of, so colon, what will be the start? -1. What will be the end? That will be -7. Now for negative slicing, better you mention step value. By default step will point to the 1. So as we are moving with negative slicing, that is -1. Now you can see Python in a reverse manner got accessed. So here as by default it will point to the 1. So if you ignore this start value as empty also, it will give you the same answer. But better you mention step value when you move with the negative slicing. And see, if I remove this -1, you can see hello got printed. So better you mention step value by default when you go to negative slicing, that is -1. For positive slicing, step will be the 1. Now let us reverse this string. How to reverse this string? Colon, variable of colon -1. So reverse, right? So step value will be the -1, and by default it will start at -1, it will end at last because it will point to the length of the collection. Now you can see whole string got printed in a reverse way. Let's see other example. Let's take list L equals to 10, 20, 30, 40. Let's take high. Okay. Now let us access 20, 30, 40 from this collection. So how to access? Print of variable L of 1 colon, what will be the end? 4 will be the end. Now you can see 20, 30, 40 elements got printed as a final list. Now let us fetch 40 high. So how to fetch L of, what will be the 40? 3. And what will be the end? So as I want to stop at end, leave it as empty. Now you can see 40 and high got printed. And let us access 40, 30, 20 but in a reverse manner. So how to access? Print of L of -1 colon -5 will be the end. Okay, I want to start at 40, so -2 will be the start and -5 will be end. So as we are moving with the negative slicing, better mention step value, that is -1. Now you can see 40, 30, 20 got accessed in a reverse. Now let us reverse this list. How to reverse? L of colon -1. Now you can see the list elements got reversed. Now let us print only the alternative values in this list. How to print the alternative values? We should increment the step value. By default it will point to 1. You should increment to 2 as you want to skip only one value, so increment it by 2. So how to do L of? By default it will start at 0 and I want to go till the end, so leave it as empty. End stop, leave it as empty, and colon, what will be the step value? 2. Now you can see only alternative values got printed. If I take step value as 3 values will get skipped. Only 10 and 40 will be the final result. In this way, step is used to skip some values in between. So in this way, we will be using slicing to extract the multiple characters from the sequential collections. Like a example, string list tuple. Thank you for watching the video.